All right, and we are back for some Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate today. Sorry about the late start today. I was having a bit of technical difficulties to get this rolling, but it seems like everything's good to go now. So I haven't had any time to play this since the last stream, so we're just literally picking up where we left off last week. Might do a couple of the deviants today to try them out, because I haven't done any yet in this version of the game, so I thought that might be fun. And also just, getting into high rank a bit and seeing what kind of fun we'll get into with that. I do need to adjust my take on quest items a little bit now that I'm not going to have anything at the start, so I'll have to be careful or I'm going to be in a bad situation at the beginning of a couple of hunts. But anyway, let's just get right back to it. I also like that the Soratorium is like our new lair, because it is pretty rad. Okay, let me just double check and adjust this. I'm all good there. It's antidotes that I want to make sure I have in my item list now. And then maybe cleansers are more important. I have a bad memory. I'll just make sure I bring cleansers. Okay, maybe we'll do that. Okay, that seems good. And then we have one page left, so... Okay, that seems fine. Item sets, we'll register this as the one. All right, let's take a look at what the quests are for the start of high rank here. I'm still using Gunlance for now. I will be popping, back and forth between Gunlance, Hammer, and Greatsword. I might build some other sets off stream to try out some other weapons as we go forward with the playthrough, but for now, those are the ones that I kind of have ready to go. I know it's going to be a lot of just a Great Macau and a Zeros. Maybe more basic stuff. I believe, though, on the Hammer end, real quick, and then we'll get to a hunt. I believe on the Hammer end, where is it? Flavinous Plate, Monster Keyboard. I believe that comes from the Kutku. And this would be a good hammer for the start of high rank. And then this... Yeah, let's go do a Kutku. Because I think that's where Keenbone comes from. I'm like 99% sure. Oh, that's what I forgot to bring up. I was keeping a window open on my computer with the key quest so I could make sure I do them quicker. Let's see here. Do that. Do that just until I can get a high rank armor set made. One more. Oh my god, I'm hitting the buttons from... Is it up here? Oh my god, I couldn't remember how to leave for the quest. Brutal. I just got to the ship before the stream ended last week, so I only did 1 or 2 quests out of it. One of the key quests is a gathering quest, so that's kind of meh. I actually, had been so long since I played like a classic Monster Hunter game, I forgot that the no items, you're on your own kid stuff started right at high rank. I always thought it was G rank for some reason in my memory anyway. I know they'll like give me supplies a little later. And we're gonna try out the AA flare for a bit. I wanted to try out something new. I just got to be careful because you can overcharge your heat gauge with it by accident. Now, if I was a Cutku, actually, yeah, we'll swing into 6 and then we'll go to 7 and 2. I feel like he'll be in the southern parts of it. I've been wrong many times before. I'm happy too, because it seems like I got the issues with 4 ultimates sorted out. So I'm going to work that in every now and again. I might even do something like, you know, if people care, I might do like a channel vote for like which Monster Hunter game we do that week. He's leaving. All right, let's just see where his shadow goes. See how bad a high rank Cutku is. Right. Oh no. I'm trying to do Rise stuff again. I definitely... This is what happens when I play so many different Monster Hunter games. I get like messed up on what is what. Okay. I need to remember how to get into the overhead slam. I think it's only literally from the 3rd poke. We'll get there. I forgot how much that boy spins. You get so used to like 5th generation being like you can actually shell a lot and be viable, whereas this game it's definitely more about the pokes. You can do a decent amount of damage with the shells, but it's more about the pokes. I do hate that he knocks you on your butt with every little touch. Why did I do that? Sometimes I literally just completely forget about the heat gauge. It just... don't remember it. Bad habit of mine. One of the reasons I didn't initially play Gunlance in this game, because I wasn't really a fan of it. It's already down. Let's try this out. I like that. And it does a full reload. That's awesome. All right, I'm definitely going to use that. I was hoping I'd jump off the cliff, but no such luck. Okay. Damn you and your tail. that boy. Ah. Not doing good with the hunter art so far. Right now, my main goal is just to get flipping Dragon Breath up so I can fix that mistake at the start of the fight. So I'm just going to sharpen before we go after him. All right. Get Dragon Breath up. Don't waste it. Where did he go? I like this place. Just a nice wide open area. You bitch. Alright, while he's after them, we'll boost this boy back up. He's just a fiend for his tail. Kuku's such a classic, though. You can't get mad at him, even if he is a big angry chicken. I shouldn't have done that. Get that ready. Oh shit, Great Macau's here too. Oh. One of you needs to leave. Oh, that's why it's not doing the secondary. I literally, it doesn't like do its own. It's literally basing it off of my own Wyvern Fire. Okay. I'll remember that for next time I use it. Couple more shells in. Fuck's sake. He's just going for me. No, no, no. Ah, that worked out. Actually, that saved me from the Macau, too. Should resharpen with the alchemy thing, but... I do wish they would move away from the zone border, though. I think Kutku is almost done. I'm also gonna have to put dung bombs in my package. All right, I need you to come out here, man. Don't. All right, he's leaving. I'm gonna have to paintball him again in a second. Can I get this before you do something annoying? No. Jeez, he's just on me. Come on, come on, come on. All right. We'll do some alchemy shenanigans in the next screen. Paintball him or he's gonna disappear. Ooh. There you go. Let's see. Alright. Just about halfway into the bar is the good way to be. I don't know if that got him. There we go. You're not going anywhere, buddy. I think this is where you get keen bones, but I could be wrong. We'll find out in the quest reward. Oh yeah, this is where you fought Valstrax in the demo. Now I remember this zone. You tuckered yourself out, I didn't even fight you. Oh. Okay, cool. So it is keen bones from him. But I thought, usually if it's pink, it's Kutku. Kutku? I never know how to pronounce it. Meh. That would be charm fodder. All right, and then I'm just going to go check on my Palicos just because I'm very close to having a Prowler fully ready to go, so. All right, let's see. So I know the Glavenus Hammer is a decent one to start high rank with. Okay, so I would just need a Glavenus part now for that. I'll do that later, though. I'm not really in the mood to deal with Glavenus today. Sometimes me and that boy just don't get along. All right, 1 sec here. I made a little list for myself of what I actually need for my cat to have. I think she did it. Let's see here. Earplugs, critical up, large, non-stick fur, yep. Boomerang Pro, critical up, small, and tremor resistance. Perfect. All right, I finally got a Prowler fully ready. These two, however, are still useless. All right. That's awesome. So I'll trade that one out and start leveling it up. It's slow fucking process, I'll say that. Alright, cool. Get tank back out in there. Get Acorn Claw in. Yeah, I need him to get big boomerangs. This one is what I want on him. So I have a bad memory, and like remembering all of the Palicos I'm trying to build is a little much for my memory right now. Even roll. I got Dung Bomb. It's literally Furrowing Blow needs to become big boomerangs. Okay. There we go. Oh yeah, they're gathering. We'll get this one rolling then. Shock Prison. Already got the Dung Bomb. Let's set him to try to learn something new on that skill. Alright, see if we get lucky. We'll have to make them some high rank equipment at some point soon too. Alright, so we'll get that one rolling. Perfect. I try not to do too much maintenance on stream, but for these older Monster Hunter games, you kind of have to do a bit of it to keep everything rolling. Nice thing is, once the Prowlers are built, it won't be as big of a deal. For now, it is a big deal. Unlock those two. I just like hanging out in the Sanatorium. And Comet Rock. Oh, there's a lot of gathering. Yeah. He's 7-star. Don't have that quest yet. Don't have that one yet. Don't have that one yet. Jeez. Guessing I gotta do some stuff to unlock, but I'm not seeing any of the damn key quests yet. Zeros. Well, the Celtis Hunt is one of them, so I guess we'll go do that and see if that unlocks some more options. Just throwing items at me. Oh, I remember this place from Monster Hunter 4. Although I think they took a lot of the verticality out of the levels. I'll have a fresh perspective on it because I started the Monster Hunter 4 playthrough last week, so we'll see what it looks like. I'm so happy that I got that working properly. I was really annoyed that it was glitching out so badly on the stream, but I finally got it fixed, so I'm excited to be able to play it. And hopefully, my new copy of 3 Ultimate shows up at some point soon. Yeah, it still looks the same here. I think it was Area 4 that was a lot different, but maybe they didn't take the verticality out of the levels. There was just a lot more levels from other Monster Hunter games. Yeah, this still looks the same. There's Celtis. He's usually here, so... definitely not going to hit him with a paintball from there. Well, maybe. Nice. Jumping attack. That didn't work at all. Need to get on the same plane. I didn't set any of the skills for that Palico. Down here, you idiot. Just hang it out up there. There we go. Wanted to get at least one explosion on him before he got back up. Nope. Okay, now I wonder if I use it from here. Okay, so it'll still have me in red even if it's right at the beginning of red. Because it does a full burst. Dodge. You know what? I'll take the trade-off. Get the barrel going. I know, like, Alchemy's better for multiplayer, but I don't know. I really like having SP mode active as much as possible. I honestly didn't know that could happen. That was awesome. Celtis. Just be nice. He's breaking everything. Celtis is one of my favorite monsters. Down here, you idiot. It's not working out. Fuck. I keep trying to do, like, more modern Monster Hunter stuff, like doing a reload after, like, a poke and stuff like that, which I can't. It's gotta be after, like, dodges. Gonna do it twice. should run out soon. So that's the thing. I gotta save AA flare for when it's useful. So when the whole move can actually go off. That's really cool that he broke the bridges, though. I didn't know he did that. That's awesome. But yeah, I would love to see Celtis again. Like, I really would. Save that. And then we'll wait until we get one more level. I'll make the slick. That's kind of my pattern with this. Because then by the time you make the slick and everything else, you usually have, like, the higher-end SP modes. You get, like, Heartbreaker and Regen and all that, which is nice. Oh yeah, this is when we use it. I think that trapped me in orange, but still. Sorry, Celtis. Alright. No, no, no! Slick. He's distracted by the palicos. All that prep. That's the thing about alchemy is, like, by the time you get it running, at least this early in the game, they're, like, dead. But I want to just keep up the pattern and make sure I'm used to it. Because I usually make the booster, make the slick, and the whetstone, and then move right into the cheer. And then that way I pretty much have SP mode up, and then by the time I get the cheer going, it's time to, you know, make another booster. And then if it's near the end of the quest, I'll usually make the alchemy bomb, just because it's fun to finish monsters off with that thing. These things are so good. You fucking bounce off of them no matter what. I guess not with my shells, though. Yeah, I guess I could come at them like that. Imagine if they made, like, a large monster version of them. That would be such a pain. Like fighting a Gravios with dual blades. Which I have never tried, but I imagine it's a pain in the ass. I wouldn't mind making the Celtis armor, because the Celtis armor would be pretty cool. I remember it being really good for gunlance. There we go. I'm gonna change that cat's name. I just wanted to be like, that's Zelda good, because it actually has the skills I want. The other one, I'll probably just switch it to, like, a gatherer. All right. It's always this guy. Oh, wait. He wants to be a cook. His eyes are, like, weirdly too big for a feline, though. Who the hell else wants to talk? No? That's weird. Is it him? Oh, there they are. Jeez. And then now it'll be quick because I just swapped out their skill if they didn't get the one I wanted. So just be a sec now. All right. Did you get it? No. Did you get it? No. None of them got it. All right. So. I can't wait till I'm high enough hunter rank to just be able to use the books and pick what I want. It is brutal when it's just random, because there is actually, like, there's not a crazy amount of skills, but there's definitely enough of them that it takes a while to get to the one you want. I wanted to check, too. I remember there was an ore-based gun lance that I used in base generations that was pretty good. His equipment's so cool looking. I won't worry about it for now. The Sergios one's doing well. I don't think until, like, I actually, like, get mid-high rank it'll really matter. Like, my low rank gear was actually pretty well set up. Okay. No new ones yet. Don't have that one. Don't have that one yet. That's one of them, so we'll do that. All right. I'm excited to open this up for some, like, multiplayer and that too at some point. I know most people probably watching this have already, like, beaten this game specifically. I just never got around to it, so. I don't want to get carried through it at all, but, you know, if I run into anybody with, you know, kind of my level of equipment, I'd be cool there. I can't remember what he was. Was he sleep? No, he was fucking frost damage, or frostbite. Damn you. Okay, I'll take that. Too concerned about frostbite right yet. One thing I love about the Sergio stuff is, like, the auto sharpen. It's very nice for gun lance, especially because, like, even though it wasn't super viable in this generation, I still like the full burst playstyle. But I usually go long shelling just because I like having, like, the happy medium. Like, long shelling, at least for me, kind of works for, you know, both. God, he didn't stay down long. God, that little one's fucking driving me nuts, though. I'm gonna have to kill him. He's just fucking getting in the way. You knocked me down 3 times, now you die. Thank you. Oof. I still think, like, I really like the, these types of monsters as, like, the intro monsters. I feel like I actually really like the, Great Azuchi the best out of them. Great Macau's pretty cool, but I don't know, I've really liked Great Azuchi. Like, I like the way that he, like, pairs up with the little ones and comes at you with, like, the spinning blade tails and that. I think it's a really neat, you know, kind of startup for that that type of monster. Lots of Praise Lake, classic, but I don't know. I like Azuchi. Roggy's a pain in the ass. Baggy is kind of like, he just spins around and blows sleep at you. He doesn't really do much. Okay, let's just take these out or they're just gonna drive me nuts. Half the time the small ones are more dangerous than the big one. Got those jumps. Get out of here. I wanted to reload it anyway. Guy does not want to stand still. There. Okay, now I use a flare on him. If we can get a good opening so he doesn't jump away right when I try to do it. And there's more little ones already. Come here, little friend. I really need you to just come here for a second. And hold still. Okay. You... I hit the wrong button, too. Well, at least it worked out in my favor, but... Now I don't want to use the A flare until this wears off. Oh, well. They're just being lazy. Alright, he's already messed up. I'm not even gonna bother making slick axes or anything. I'm just gonna make the alchemy fireballs, because they're fun. Always sleeping, the little darling. See if I got the range on these. Yep. I just love those. Really, that little tap knocked me over? There you go. I'd like to see some of the drones in that come back a bit more, though. I do miss them. But I guess between, like, Izuchi and Roggy and... what, the hell is his name? I feel bad. Kulu Yaku, we kind of got enough of them. And they are more interesting than the old school ones, they are. I like Kulu Yaku. I think he's just like, you know, he's just happy, having a good time, stealing eggs. Trying to smash your skull in with a rock. hopefully, one of those idiots has finally... I've been trying to get, like, the tank and the, what is it? Explosive Palico to learn big boomerangs for so long. The assist type literally switched out every single move and passive skill in the time I've been trying to get those two to learn just the big boomerang, or whatever it's called. The, yeah, big boomerangs. RNG is never kind to me. All right, cool. So he's going to have some more for me to do when I come back. All right. Yeah. Useless. Hey, all right. So he's finally getting there. He didn't learn anything useful. Okay. The tank needs to go again, but Boomer is officially done with his main abilities. Ooh, shouldn't have gone from that direction. All right, so tank. We don't want you to have that. And then Boomer, he's got everything he needs, so we're gonna go for skills now. Sec. Large. Want to make sure. Okay, so I need counter boost. I don't need this though. Yeah, I want him to have critical up large instead of this. All right, there we go. And then here. Keep him rolling. Ooh, a bear off. I haven't fought a bear off in a while. Oh shit, okay. Garoth, weirdly enough, was like a bit of a roadblock for me back in the day. Like when I think he was introduced in 3, and I don't know why I always had such a hard time with him. Not as much now, but it's like random weird monsters I'll have like an issue with. Oh, it's this guy. Try to keep these cleared up as much as I can so that I don't get behind on them. All right. I should just come out and try to cook. Using that for now. And let's see. That is not one of the key quests, though. I've always found the unlock process in this game a little bit convoluted, but I know like a lot of the earlier Monster Hunters were like this. was actually playing a bit of World again, finally. I'm starting to get into Gunlance with it. I'm still ignoring the Clutch Claw, which I shouldn't, but my times aren't bad still. I just don't like using the Clutch Claw. But every now and again I use it, but... And the Wormstake Blast isn't as bad as I remember. I'm starting to not mind using it. Especially since I love shelling so much. Like, it's just free damage. I didn't reload my supplies, but that's fine, because I didn't really lose anything on the last hunt. See if Baroth still has a bit of bite in him. Although it's a little boring, I looked into it and, like, I was looking at, like, some of the armors I'll have available, and it's like building this set again with high rank monster parts will just be good again, which is fine. It's usually not until G rank that you really start making, like, a lot of custom sets and that. But I'm not big on the bug pants. They kind of ruin the rest of the look. Let's see, where is that boy? I bet you he's in area 4. Maybe 10. What the hell was that? That was a big boy yell. Nice part is Zelda G should level up pretty quickly. Doing the high rank quest with me. I'm excited to try out Prowler. Now that I actually have a Prowler, I also got to make sure I actually set her skills. I'll swing up into 9 and then swing down to 4. I just have a feeling that's where he is. Oh, now I'm cold. I forgot the desert's a pain in the ass. I'm having flashbacks of fighting Plesioth in this cave. Stamina up a bit. The only thing I want to do before I start playing more Monster Hunter 4 is grind up a bit. Like, get through some of the initial, like, gathering quests, and also get through a bit of the, what's the word I'm looking for? Get some stuff. Like, I have nothing in that game. So, I got used to the fact that, like this one, because it's been out for so long, when I loaded it up, it was like, here's 1,000 potions and blah, 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 and gave you all kinds of stuff to get rolling. Whereas 4, it's like, nah, fuck you. Which is fine. I actually like the, you know, the gathering process of that in these games, so I don't mind. I know he doesn't do his Steam engine. Going. He looks cool. I kind of like the way he looks in this one. Ooh, he did way more damage than I thought he would. He just comes out with it. All right, I'm gonna have to be more careful. That's like the bad habit I have to break in this game is like, I always want to start with Wyvern Fire. Because that's always like the first thing I do in Rise, and the first thing I do at the beginning of a fight in World is I just, you know, get the Wyvern Fire going. Don't waste those cooldowns. Shit. No, no, no. I gotta check. I swear I have her set to, like, attack big monsters, but she's being lazy. spin again, or are you good? Oh. One thing you gotta be careful of, his hitbox is way fucking bigger than it looks like it is. Way bigger. That was like a head-on hit. Gotten so used to, and like I just love having a bait extender on this weapon. Let's let him do a charge. The amount of times in the past I've like rushed him and taken a hit from that backswing on the tail. That shield up, buddy. Alright, I'm gonna get the barrel going. Reload. You gonna give me a second? I've had him literally sit there and like pivot around me like 10 or more times at one point. This. That's still on. There we go. I'm not sure. What have you used in the past in Monster Hunter? Also, thanks for dropping in. Don't do it. God, he's annoying. Okay. You might like, I've become rather partial to hammer. Adept hammer is really fun in this. That's what I did most of low rank with. And if you want a weapon that not a lot of people use, you can definitely go for the gun lance, because it is one of the less popular weapons, but I've always been partial to it. He's leaving. But Adept Hammer was quite, like, really fun. I know most people that use gun lance do Valor, but I really like the, I like the Alchemy gun lance. I think it's a fun playstyle. It's a lot more limited in this. That's kind of the only thing you'll run into. Where the hell is... Oh, there he is. You don't have as much of the mobility. Like, you can't forward hop. You can only side and back hop. Blast Dash is literally a hunter art, so you can literally only do it once every time you charge it up. Shouldn't have wasted it there, but whatever. So you lose a bit of your mobility that you'd be used to in Rise, but it's alright. I actually been trying to learn Charge Blade in Rise, and I'm not doing well with it. I can usually pick up and play any weapon pretty well, but I did a stream last week trying to learn Charge Blade, and it did not go super well. Fuck that, I'm not accepting that. Boost that boy back up. Alright. Oh, wow, I'm not gonna waste this opportunity. Shit. Gone right for his stupid head. Oh, okay. Yeah, I think if you want something that like just feels good to use out of the box, honestly, Adept Hammer is really fun. And it's not too bad for like gearing it up and that. Like it's a pretty simple weapon to like make gear for. In fact, the gear I use for hammer is interchangeable with what I use for gun lance. At least at like this rank, because I'm using this set gives me like attack up small, razor sharp, and weakness exploit. So it's not bad for like some low rank armor and that, and you can use it with hammer too, which is cool. I'm gonna eat it. Oh, I was hoping to flinch the boy. Oh well. Get out of the way, Saphadrome. I get so used to playing Rise and like not having to worry about hot and cold drinks that I literally don't pay attention. Alright, now you're gonna fucking eat it. Just need to get one shell into that. There you go. Come on, we know you're gonna charge me. Shit. Oh, I forgot he did that. Do something useful. The Adept dodge takes a little bit of getting used to because, you know, you're dodging into attacks instead of away from them, so it took me a little while to like wrap my head around the fact that I want to go right into the attacks, but once you get used to that, it's a really fun playstyle. I've been thinking about trying Adept Gun Lance, but I'm really enjoying the alchemy. Blast Dash. Gotta be close to dead, I would imagine. Alright, this up. This up while he's doing his thing over there. And then... Shit. No. Gareth, you are driving me nuts, man. He's gonna hit me as soon as I use it. Back up. Fuck. Paintball him before he runs away again. Alright. He's dead, and... The only problem with this gun lance in this game is I always forget about the damn heat gauge. Hence why I keep Dragon Breath on at all times, just in case I mess up and forget about it. Fuck, that'd be the better time to have Blast Dash. Oh well. Shit. I'm not a big fan of bow guns or bows. I try not to be like mean about it, but I feel like they're easy mode for the game. So I'm not a big fan of the bows or bow guns. I know a lot of people really like them, and there is skill involved in, like, you know, timing out the attacks to kind of stun the monsters and that and use them properly, but I don't know. They've never been for me. I used a bit of bow back in Freedom Unite, but I've never been a really big bow guy. I've been trying. I'm building some sets to give heavy bow gun a try in Rise, because I like the fact that it has shoulder tackle. I thought that'd be kind of a neat playstyle, getting up in their face with it, but... I'm actually surprised he didn't drop from that. Did you like it? Because I know the people that like the ranged weapons, like, really love them, so... I try not to be a dick about it, because other people's weapon choices don't affect me. I've been a little annoyed in Rise that, like, every time I enter a quest, everybody's using longsword and light bowgun, like, every quest I go into, but... Oh, that's not bad. Bear off, you pain in the ass. Ah. I'm gonna boost that up anyway. I'll Wyvern fire his ass in the next zone. Boy, just doesn't want to go down. I love finishing them off with that. It's just satisfying. There's just something satisfying about it. There you go, you big idiot. I was gonna say, if you're ever worried about the times that you do on quests, don't play Gunlance. Because it's one of the slower weapons, but I don't know. I've been partial to it ever since 2nd generation. Like, I was actually really sad when they took it away from me in Monster Hunter 3, but they gave it back in Ultimate, so I was really worried they were taking it out of the series because it wasn't popular enough, but Rise is probably the most fun it's ever been. I especially love this Gunlance because every time I do a full burst, generally when I hop away to cancel the recovery animation, the Sarajeos weapon sharpens itself, so it's kind of awesome that way. Makes me kind of loath to give it up. Yeah, I gotta swap around my, I need to practice a bit more in Rise with the Charge Blade, though. But I think I'm gonna get rid of the spinning axe blade, because every time I try to use it, I end up screwing myself over. I think I'm just gonna do the empowered sword, and then try to just slip in, like, the weaker elemental bursts every now and again. I don't know. I gotta look at it more. I have a hard time, like, figuring out when I want to fit axe mode in with it. I hope you enjoy it. It's a really fun game. I've been really liking it. All right, let's check. What did you give us now? All right, there we go. Now we're starting to get some stuff. It's just the harvest tours, though. There we go. I think that's one of the ones I have to do. All right, there we go. Now we're starting to get some of the key quests. Jeez. All right, I'm just going to check on the Prowlers. Okay. I was trying to, like, slip it in during standard combat, but I haven't built a set that uses rapid morph yet, and I feel like that's part of the problem. And I swapped out, I was using the like counter morph, but I felt like that was too slow too, so I'm starting to get used to it a bit more, but I had a really bad Goss Harong hunt with it, and I got pissed off last week when I was streaming it, so. But that was my own fault. I just gotta get used to it. Because it's a cool weapon. It's really fun when you do well at it. Finally, he's got the Mega Boomerang. Jeez. Alright, 1 sec again. Sorry, I gotta do this in between each hunt, but I want to make sure I actually get these idiots done. Alright, so he still doesn't have what I need. I like that the Prowlers and that are so in-depth, but at the same time, it's a bit annoying. But it'll get better when I'm higher rank as well. Alright, so Boomer needs Caliphate skills now. Don't need Extend Fury. I want Crit Up Small. I need this to be Critical Up Large, though. So we'll keep running with that. I got my Mega Boomerang. No, that's not what I want. I don't want Mega Boomerang. I want Forbidden Acorn. Forbidden Acorn, please. At least I finally got one Prowler ready. Next time I stream this, I think I'll look into actually doing a Prowler hunt. I think that'll be fun. All right, now we can go do some of these harder quests again. I should really just boost. Well, you know what? If I use up 3 hot drinks, I'm taking too long. Let's see. Where are my key quests? Ugh. I'm gonna avoid those as much as possible because they're boring. I try to do the gathering quests off stream just because they are a little meh. He's not a key quest, but I haven't fought a Quechuacha yet in this playthrough, so let's go do him. I was actually surprised he never showed up in low rank. I thought for sure he would be a low rank monster, but he wasn't. Funnily enough, I can't remember Quechuacha at all, so this will be interesting trying to beat him again, because I don't remember his moveset or anything. Been many, many years since I fought him. Well, whenever Generations initially launched. I despise when I don't have my map. I'll start learning these zones more as I go. There he is. How's it going, buddy? It's been years. Does he roar? I feel like he roars. Damn. I haven't gotten to Nursilla yet. He wasn't in low rank. So I have no reference for what he looks like in this one yet. Remember, this guy's really twitchy. I think it's about the same. I don't think they really changed the graphic for it too much. Most of the monsters look very close to what I remember them looking like in 4U. I think that does the same effect as the bugs. God, he's annoying. Now I'm remembering him. He's a bit of a pain in the ass. Do it. There you go. And I remember the mask made his face really hard to hurt. Okay. Get the barrel going so we can get into SP mode a bit more. Get one more shell off, and then I can use AA flare. There you go, you idiot. I am a big fan of that move. What was he doing? Okay, I can wrap around this way. Yeah, they might. I think they did keep all the verticality. This level's exactly, because this is the first level they put you into in 4 Ultimate. This is exactly as I remember it. Realistically, I should go to the camp. Yeah, for some reason I thought they took a bit of the verticality out, but I guess not. But it's been a long time since, like, well, besides, like, the startup of last week's stream since I played 4U. There's something about 4U. I really was enjoying the startup of that game, so. But I want to do a bit of farming off stream before I play it again, just because I need to get, like, some actual materials and stuff like that, and, like, an initial set going. And get through the gathering quest that they search it with. You prick. Break your stupid face. Ah. He's not bad, he's just really twitchy. I hope that, like, them bringing back, like, Ciantar, and that is a sign that they're going to bring back some of the, like, you know, old school, just weird designs that they used to have. Although I really like all the new monsters they added in Rise. I don't like fighting Almudron, but I think he's a really cool monster design. Look, your little mask is broken. I locked myself back again. Right. I don't think I'm ever gonna get used to the heat gauge. Who's here? Ugh. That idiot again. real quick, just get some space. One of these days, I'm gonna remember not to fucking waste my heat gauge like that. Ooh. That I did not expect. Never get mounted attacks. Alright, one of you need to go. I'm gonna have to start bringing dung bombs. Oh, in generations? Yeah. Alright, good, he's late. Alright, see if I can sharpen before the great idiot chases me down. He always jumps before I can fully do the burst. Come on. Oof. So twitchy. You piece of shit. Alright. This time he stands down for a sec while AA flares his ass. Fuck. Oh, never mind. Got him in the back. Better than nothing. Gotta remember to assign that finished Prowler its moves, though. It's one of the cool things, and it's part of the challenge. Fuck, I get sick of him showing up constantly. At least swap it out for a different monster. It's been him every time. I'm gonna have to paintball him again soon. Blast dash into him, that'll get me back into SP mode so I can heal that way. Yeah, I forgot he does that. There you go, you dickhead. I know it's been a part of the game since the beginning, but I always fucking hated being roared out of things. Alright, ball that boy. Here, walk back a little bit. There you go. Here, have one of these. Such a good move. Unless they unlock some, like, really cool skills I don't know about, I feel like I'll be using these three for most of the game. Oh, is he leaving again? Yeah, of course he is. Ugh. I forgot to hit the button. Fuck. Well, at least it's not a double jump. Hammer's really cool. When I initially beat Rise on the Switch, I beat it with the, well, the gun lance, obviously. That's my main weapon, but I didn't want to get bored going back through it on PC, so I did Hammer all the way. Hammer is really awesome in Rise, and then I decided to try it in this, and it's awesome in this too. Very fun. Especially once you get used to the, like, adept style and you get quick at, like, swinging back around to come at the monster with the, like, the adept charges and that. I don't remember what one I used. I can't remember. I'd have to actually check my set. I got re-addicted to gun lance, so I've been using that for like the last little bit. Oh yeah, yeah. Actually, it was spinning meteor. That's the one where you just spin around like crazy and you can do like a really big golf swing at the end of it, right? I do miss the take all rewards button a little bit. No. Check Alico's again real quick. Okay. I have to check. Alright, did you guys do what you need? Nope. Nope. And nope, none of you did. You're all failures. Okay. Just learn big boomerangs, man. I'm begging you. Just learn critical at large. Yeah, they'll get there eventually. I'm just happy the bomb cat is finally on his way. Let's see. Let me check real quick on what I was doing there. I'm pretty sure that's what I was using. Death, and then what was I using? Maybe it was Typhoon Trigger. I don't know. rid of that, because I like AA Flare way the hell better. Okay, and then I do apologize. I just got to take a real quick break. I will be right back. All right, let's get back to it. This boy's just not going to stop dancing until I talk to him. I gotta try these. Maybe I'll do that next stream with this. Try out some of the deviants. What's next? I think spit it out is one of the keys. Yeah, spit it out. And if I'm remembering correctly, gotta love those early game quests, eh? If I'm remembering correctly, I'm pretty sure the Tetsukabra is a good, like, base high rank if you don't care about having any skills and just want to go defense for a bit. Plus, he's a key quest, so I might as well fight him. Tetsukabra would be a really cool one to see in Sunbury. Although I say that about almost every monster I fight in this game. I don't think I resupplied. Ugh, I gotta get used to high rank. So far, so good. The 7-star stuff hasn't been too difficult. I get to have a map this time. Alright, so I'm gonna imagine he is probably down in the 9, 10, 11s area. Maybe 3. I'll start in 3 and then swing down. There he is. I don't think I fought him with Gunlance yet. See how this goes. I forgot he roars. Ooh. You piece of shit. Get the fuck out of here. Small monsters get me into more trouble than anything else in this game. Oof. That was weird. Shit. Oof. God, he's so big. Not used to his movesets, that's for damn sure. He's one of the cooler monsters, though. I'm so excited to get up to Zamtrios, though. That's who I really want to see again. I'm a big fan of Zamtrios' work. I've got to get better opportunities to reload than that. Plus, I'm just pinned down in this corner with him now. I gotta get out of the... Well, that worked. I'm gonna say I gotta get out of that corner. Heal up, alchemy up. That was weird. The game just went really funky on the what do you call them? hunter art bar there when I shook the barrel. It freaked out for a second. All right, round 2, you bitch. I think that connected on both of them. You are so big. And you move surprisingly quick for how big you are. Whetstone. We'll say this, though, I haven't had to farm a crazy amount in this game. It's been pretty... I don't know if I've just been lucky on rewards, but I haven't had to fight any one monster, like, an obscene amount of times to get what I've been trying to make, which has been kind of fun. Not that I mind farming for materials, but... You've got a little punch. Shit. Oh, never mind. I thought I was definitely going to get pulled along with this hitbox. Calm down. One more alchemy level, and then I can get out the slick. Ooh. I'm way close to dying than I thought I was. That one. He is so jumpy. I guess that's the point, he's a frog. Get slick. Don't get fucking hit by him. Okay, you can stop with the rocks for a second. Just chill over there for a second. Alright. Do it. Every time I don't have Blast Dash ready, I knock them down. Your other tusk, you piece of garbage. Oof. Go. Turn too much. I hit the wrong button. I feel like I instinctively hit the right D-pad button more than I would hit the down. I might have to swap those over so I don't accidentally use Dragon Breath when I don't want to. I should have made the booster. Yeah, I've always thought that too. It's, I don't know. They gotta work in the game mechanic. Maybe if, like, more of the hammers had, like, a spiky bit on them, I would get it, but... Get out of here, Kungala. See what's going on. My lance isn't ready yet. Yeah, Dragon's Breath. It's not going to wear out for a while yet. Fuck, that tremor has range to it. That was a waste. You piece of shit. Yeah, he's not gonna get the shield back up in time for that. Alright, you gonna stand still for a sec? Are getting annoying. I know that's his shtick, but I gotta heal it and wipe myself out. Yeah. Okay, dude, just give me a fucking second. Yep. Need to get the alchemy barrel boost back up. Oh. Come and get it. There you go. Hopefully I can just see where he goes. Okay. That's gonna make more bombs. He's almost dead anyway. Never get mounting attack. I know I'm not doing enough mounting damage. I just never get them. He always backs up just enough to not get hit. Okay, stop with the rock. It's getting boring. I think that's his lair. I'll give him a quick second, then maybe I can finish him with a fireball. Or a wyvern fire, depending. Let's see. That definitely wasn't enough time. Oh well. Do it again. There we go. Alchemy just feels like it fits with Gunlance. Like, it's like they're just made for each other. Not the highest damage, but fun utility. Just like Gunlance. And I can get all the way back up to blue doing this too. Man, I'm gonna be sad if I have to give this up. I think I can power this up and still use it throughout high rank though. Although I've gotten really hooked on a protective polish and rise. Rusher. Eh. Maybe when I get up to Najarala, I'll make them like the high rank version of that armor. Okay. First of all, though, check on the Palico, set skills for the goddamn assist type, because I haven't done that yet. Okay, nope. Nope, and nope. Wouldn't mind if one of you actually learned the move. Large, yeah, and want counter boost. Oh, there you go. Well, that's not terrible. No, what the hell? Yeah, I want the acorn. Okay, let's actually give her some skills. Shot prison out. Yeah, I'll take that for now. Yeah, I like that. We'll do that for now. Also, like, what level is it compared to the other? Oh, he's capped out at 20. Rid of those. From that. don't know how well that does when they are set as palicos, though. That's the only thing. Oh well. I can barely remember what the palico system... I know it was close, but they added a lot to it. Compared to standard generations to this one. Alright, let's see what the next key quest is, and we'll get on with it. Poison for action is one. Yes, it is. Investment flanking I already did. This is one, so we'll take down the Kangala, I guess. Did I add cleansers to my thing? Yeah, okay. And I have to start doing more of the side quests, too. I'm actually already capped out. Yeah, I was. Fuck. Oh, wow. I'm gonna grab my map. I hate not having a map. I haven't played this game enough to have all the zones memorized again, so... Map is just a handy thing to have. Now, Kangala, I'm gonna imagine is in maybe area 4 or 7. I don't know if they'll ever bring him back, though. He just feels like a monster that... I don't know if they'd ever put him back in the games. It'd be really cool to see him again, but... like, they could definitely modernize him and, you know, change up his moveset, and he'd be probably pretty cool. But I don't know if Pink Gorilla fits in with a lot of the, you know, design choices they've made in the later games. I feel like he could show up in Rise. I feel like he's okay in there. Where the hell are you? Is he in the deep jungle? No. Yeah, I do kind of prefer a little bit. I don't know. A happy medium between, like, Rise and the way World did, like, tracking the monsters. Because I wasn't big on the scout flies, but I also feel like, you know, tracking them is a bit of the fun. But sometimes you spend, like, 10 minutes running around in circles because they're moving in the background while you're moving. Swing up to area 6, 5, and 8. Maybe he's in one of those. Where is that boy? That should be nice too. We're only a few days away from the Switch and PC version of Rise being in parity with each other finally. Well, I guess it hasn't been out that long, but it'll be nice to like see a trailer for an event quest and know I can actually go do the event quest. But I haven't really been doing anything on the Switch version lately. I just play it when viewers want to play and they don't have the PC version. I just swap over to the Switch. Actually, he's been running me around so long. Don't fuck off. I like the little sound it made. Shit, right into the swipe. I remember getting spanked by this boy back in Freedom Unite back in the day. Like, I played a decent amount. Like, I played through Monster Hunter 1 and Monster Hunter Freedom, but, like, it was really Freedom Unite where I, like, really got into the series and started playing it a lot. I can't remember if he was in Freedom, though. Like, the original Freedom. Holy shit, he's actually fucking me up. I wasn't even looking at my health, damn. I am still wearing low rank armor. Haven't really found anything I want to mate yet. Maybe I'll just make the Tetsukabra just to get some high rank defense going. Tremor. I knocked myself right into the fucking poop. Yeah, I'm definitely remembering something wrong. Thought I could clean that up with a cleanser. Oh well. Just means I gotta be careful. No. Heal at least. That boy Kongala. I am sad he didn't get to make any appearances in 5th gen. Sharpen up the alchemy stone. Although I'm really excited to see what Sunbreak does. I wish Capcom would throw out some more trailers. I want to see what we're going to be fighting. Although I wouldn't mind some like fun surprises from like the classic games. Don't just run back and forth, that's really annoying. I'm gonna try to get up to AA Flare again and use that instead of just a standard. Fucking Tremor. And then he's gonna fall down, and then we'll give him a blast. There you go. I swear you don't get tremored as much in the later gens. It's not bad, I just hate getting stuck standing still for a second. SP mode's doing its work though when I get fucking gassed out of my items. This barrel going again. Here, come hang out. Here you go, you idiot. I actually gotta use the booster. Shit. No. Oh no. Oh my god, I got stunned by his little paw. I'll paintball him again soon. Okay. We'll boost up, get the AA flare rolling again. I'm just gonna paintball him real quick. Shit. I got greedy. There you go. Gotta love the alchemy. I'm all about it now. I gotta start doing multiplayer though so that I'm actually useful. But I play Gunlance. I'm used to being a little slow anyway. I hate when I whiff that move. Now, how are you doing today, Ghastly? Ooh, and blammo. Damn it. Okay, I was behind his shoulder. I'll get up and heal while he's on the ground. Shit. Oh, never mind, he's running away. I like trying to finish them with the fireball, so I'm gonna do that. Oh, okay. That's good to get out and about. I don't like when that happens. Fuck. Oh, that's paralysis breath. Didn't even fucking notice. Here, have another one. Woohoo. Alright, I'm not gonna heal now. You piece of shit, you just locked me out of my items. Oh, that is not ideal. I can't remember what you do to cure his, Oh, I thought he was running. What I'll do, I can fucking get him to stop hitting me for a sec. Get into SP mode and die, and then everything will be great. Don't do it. You bitch. Oh man. They're all just crashing down on me. Ah, I think that's my first high rank card. Five. Can't fucking remember how you cure the fart. Maybe you can't. It's a long time since I dealt with that mechanic. Oh well. Not gonna bother with the boost. I like trying to finish them with the fireball, so I'm just gonna make more fireballs. And yeah, let's go through area 5. It's gonna probably be one of those situations where I Dragon Breath and sharpen with the alchemy whetstone, and then I poke him once and he drops dead. That seems to happen a lot with alchemy when I like start to prep for something to happen. Alright, you idiots. I just know one of them's gonna knock me out of the fucking Dragon Breath stance. Those. These for funsies, even though I guarantee he's gonna drop in like 2 hits. Oh, he's not even sleeping. Yeah, maybe he's not that close. You're an idiot. I gotta stop talking shit. He knocked me out, so. I actually can't believe he was the urgent to get to high rank. Although I guess his moveset can be a little different from anything else you fight in low rank. He just really wants to lay me out with the breath attack. Oh, he's got a tummy ache. You're not doing it, buddy. Ah, that was way off angle. Fuck. Alright, it's almost dead anyway. I'm never gonna stop loving that back-hopping sharpens this weapon. It's like my favorite thing about it. Oh no, I wasn't paying attention. That would have been cool if it knocked him out of the air. Okay, I better not get myself carded again, pissing around. It's all well and good to have fun with the alchemy stuff. Honestly surprised that didn't kill him. Oh, he's still going. Alright, that's another key quest down. Got that stout bone. Never used the remedy. Although I bet it comes in handy in like G rank with like a full team. Nope, nothing yet. Rust stones are not yielding anything good. I wonder when my Palico level cap gets reduced again. I actually can't remember. Alright, let's go check on our Palicos again. See how they're doing. Nope. Fuck. Maybe someday I'll get some luck with this again. Oh well. We've got one completely ready. That's, you know, good enough for me. Also. Alright, let's see what the next key quest is. I think I gotta fight a Gypceros. I'm getting suspicious. They haven't done like a side quest dump on me in quite a while. Alright, let's see what we're doing. Don't think none of those are needed. Poison for action. Yeah, so it is a Gypceros. A monster that I'm not a big fan of. Although, just before I depart on that quest real quick. Yeah, so I'd have to give up, like, the utility, but punishing draw, tremor resistance be better for a fucking greatsword. Gluttony, guard, defense, attack. Maybe we'll do bear off for our first set. I don't think I can build Celtis until I fight the Queen Celtis. Because I'm not seeing any Celtis equipment in here at all. Cabra, Jaggy. Yeah, nothing. Oh, there it is. What was Celtis? Yeah, artillery, hero, shield, and sharpness. Yeah, I bet you until I fight the Celtis Queen, you can't make the full set. Because only one piece has shown up so far. Anyway, let's go fight this Gypceros. Let's actually restock our items. Ooh, another new zone, eh? A rad new zone. The fun part is, like, I haven't played these games in so long that, like, these new zones are, like, actually new zones to me again. Thank you for starting me out with the map. E, I'm gonna imagine, is probably in area 6. I'd love for them to bring back more of these classic maps. I feel like that's all I say about this game. It's like, oh, I wish this stuff was in modern Monster Hunter, but I don't know. The nostalgia is real for these things. But that's the nice part about Monster Hunter. You can always go back to any of the old games, and they're all still fully playable because they all have their own little quirks and spins on everything. So, although I do wish my copy of 3 Ultimate would show up. I'm really excited to play that again. And like I said, when I broke out the Wii U a couple of days ago to check on it, make sure the damn thing still turned on and worked and could update, my save file's still there. Although I don't know, because I played 3U mainly on the 3DS, and I don't remember how that affected your save, so I don't know if it's going to be an old save or what, because I swear if you transferred it onto the 3DS, you couldn't use the save on the Wii U until you put it back. And, like, the saves on the 3DS were on the cartridge. And I gave that cartridge away to my buddy when I gave him the Wii U version back in the day, so I don't have any of it if that's the case, and that'll be sad. I'm gonna start a fresh playthrough anyways, but for the nostalgia purposes, I'd like to see my old hunter again. Where's this fucking guy? I'll swing down to area 4 and then we'll pop up into 5 and 9. Ooh, I like the red water up. Cool. I have been having fun doing a bit more world recently, which has been kind of cool. I'm finally getting back into it. Like I said, I wasn't very far into Iceborne when I kind of tapered off of it. Like, I was, I think I had just unlocked 3-star master rank. So I'm in the process right now of trying to get a pink Raytheon to show up in a expedition so I can actually get a quest for her, because I want to build a gun lance set, but I need the chest piece for what I want to do. No luck still. Right, I'll pop up to 7 then. See if we can find this goddamn guy. But I've still been kind of ignoring the clutch claw, which I know I shouldn't, but I just don't like using the clutch claw. Oh, I can use my alchemy barrel already. I'll use the booster when I actually see it, though. Or actually, no. I'll use it now. Why not? Alright, Gypceros, I'm tired of wasting time looking for you. Where the hell are you? But I've gotten used to the Wormstake Blastin' world, so there he is. So, it's not so bad. But I'm still not a fan of the clutch claw. But I don't think that'll ever change. Shit. Oh yeah, I need to actually Superman dive or have my shield up for that. gonna come back and do it again? He's so annoying. Can I block this? Yeah, I can. Okay. Thought so. The thing I hate the most is when he gets you with his tail, because his tail is so pathetic and little. Speak of the devil. Hacked away by gypsy arrows. I didn't even notice him getting his flash ready that time. My god, no. Gypsy arrows, please. No more. We're ending the combo there, buddy. Find him annoying because he just never stops running around. Especially with gun lance. In Rise, it wouldn't be so bad because I could just blast dash after him constantly, but in this, he's a little aggravating. All right, well, I got one blast dash. It's gonna do it again. Shit. He's not a terrible monster, he's just an annoying monster. Just, you don't want to be anywhere near his feet because every little step he takes knocks you around. Alchemy on. I gotta get shelling though, because I'm locked down at low end. I don't want to use AA flare yet, so it'll just lock me at low sharpness. Or not low sharpness, low heat gauge. Just stop running around. I'm gonna come up here, and then he's gonna jump down there. God, you're aggravating. Just... sakes, oh my god. It's one of those monsters that, like, I find him so annoying to fight that I get rammy, and then I start taking even more hits from him. I try to rush through him, and then I take really stupid hits. Annoying piece of shit. god. Alright, I'm gonna get some more stamina anyway. Chasing this idiot around is just making me blow through it all. I'm just gonna eat him anyway. I'll just use the dragon breath in a second. Take the opening. Fuck, I forgot to reload. I was hoping I was enough inside of his body there. Oh, it's the most random monsters that, like, really get to me. Like, Shiguro Magala, wasn't really a big problem. Fucking Gypceros, though. We'll just do a booster. He is not gonna stop. Blast dash him. When he stops for a second. Such a pain in the ass, Gypceros. Fuck's sakes. Now whatever, it got me into SP mode. Just fucking get down here. Is he at least running away? Okay. It's a nightmare. Throw another ball at his ass. I should have alchemy sharpened. I'll just do that real quick now. Alright, kill. Just give me another second, you bitch. He fucking knows. Every little movement of his feet fucking knocks you over. It's very aggravating. Don't you dare. Fuck you. Alright, I'll take care of the poison now. It's driving me nuts. too. Alright. We're gonna heal. We're gonna sharpen. And then I'm gonna finish the idiot off before he drives me insane. We're not going to get hit by the Velociprey. I do wish he'd stop hovering near the zone barrier, though. There we go. Bad idea, but whatever. I forgot to fucking reload again. Oh, he's leaving again. Come on. Not as bad as like Yi and Garuga, but Gypceros has always aggravated me. Just one of those monsters that gets under my skin. And he's not hard, he's just annoying. That's always been my thing with him. But he becomes hard because I get aggravated with him and then I start doing really stupid moves against him. Like as soon as a Hunter Art's ready, I just throw it at him even if it's not a good time to do it. Calm down. I don't have that much stamina. My God. I was gonna try to get a mounting attack on him, but that didn't work out. Fuck off. Aggravating piece of garbage. I think you're angry. I'm the one who has to deal with you. Oh, he's doing his little tricks. I'm gonna boost up my barrel. Actually, he's almost dead. I'm not worried about that. Let's get some fireballs going. Don't. He's one I hope they never bring back. I don't want to see Gypceros' face ever again. Never again. Have one of these, you prick. Oh, he's poisoned. That's funny. Now I'm poisoned for making fun of him. Dear God. Gypceros, please. Wow, he ate right through my fucking stamina there. Holy shit. Die. You're a nightmare, Gypseros. Now and forever. Ever since the first time I fought you. Which is funny, because he's just basically poison Kutku. And I never have a problem with Kutku, but I always get spanked around by Gypseros. As long as they don't steal any of my monster parts. But yeah, I've been meaning to test in this game. I can't remember if this is one of the games where it's better to duck when you're gathering or not. I actually can't remember. I don't think so. I'm going to test that next time. Yeah, she's getting there. 6 more levels and it'll be at the current Palico cap. I gotta look up what releases the cap on their level, because I definitely want to get them above 20, but probably just a matter of playing through the game. It'll just kind of happen naturally. But anyway. I do gotta call her quits there for today. I do have a decent amount of stuff to get done this afternoon, so I'm gonna have to cut it off right on time today, but I do appreciate y'all joining me for checking us out today. For the rest of the week, I think, unless I get annoyed again and decide not to play it, I'm going to try to finally finish Beyond Oasis tomorrow on the Genesis original hardware. And then Thursday, we're going to pick back up with Disco Elysium. And I might do some Elden Ring this week. I don't know. I might just want to play that on my own and do my own thing. So I'm definitely going to be playing as the church conservator? Whatever the hybrid faith starting class is going to be. That one's looking fun. So I think that's what I'm going to personally be doing in Elden Ring. And then, like I was saying the other day, I have some emotes on the way, which is kind of cool because a couple of people have subscribed to me. So I wanted to make sure I actually had some rewards for the people that did that, because I was like, that was really nice of them. So thank you very much. And thank you everybody who's like followed since I started up this hobby. Like, I really appreciate it. I know getting to affiliate isn't a big deal, but I don't know, it's really cool. And I'm, glad I got to that point, and it's thanks to you guys tuning in and, checking it out. So I really do appreciate it. And when I do unlock the ability to upload like follower emotes, I will definitely get some made and do that too. But you have to stream as an affiliate for like 60 days before you're able to do that. So for now, I can only do the subscriber ones. Don't care if you subscribe or not. Just want to make sure there's something there for the people that do, just because, seems like the right thing to do. Anyway, thank you very much for joining me again today. Thanks for checking it out, Ghastly. And I'll definitely hope to have some Prowler stuff ready to go now, because Zelda G is my fully finished assist type Prowler. So it's done. It's ready. I just got to level it up and get it some gear. But I'm going to tour off for now. I hope you all have a great day, and I hope to see you again sometime. Bye-bye.